Hello student. So today we discuss about the packed cell volume and ESR. Packed cell volume and ESR, it is a PCV. Packed cell volume, it is a amount of red cell concentration in the blood. Okay. So percentage of cellular components in the whole blood is also known as hematocrit. The normal value of PCV is mean male 45%. Average is 40 to 54% and female is 42%, and range is 38 to 46%. So this value increase in the polycythemia and decrease in the anemia. So how will you determine the PCV? So there are two methods, but we usually use the Wintrop's method. So Wintrop's tube is there. In that we have to add the blood, okay, and then centrifuge it for 3000 rapid per minute rpm for 30 minutes centrifuge machine, and that after end of 30 minutes we have to observe the hematocrit. Okay, so true hematocrit is multiplying the observed value by 0.98 it give the true hematocrit. So when we centrifuge the blood, that you can see the plasma is separated, okay, white buffy coat that containing white blood cell and platelet, and at the bottom RBC are okay, so, that is place, that is packed cell volume 45%. So what is Rayleigh formation and ESR? So Rayleigh formation is a property of RBC to pile one after another. So this Rayleigh formation help that is the main factor for ESR. Tendency of RBC to pile one over the other like piles of coins, that is Rayleigh formation. એટલે કે સિક્કાની માફક આરબીસી એકબીજા ઉપર ઓકે ગોઠવાઈ જાય એને કહેવાય Rayleigh formation. Okay, why this happen? કેમ આવું થાય છે? કેમ કે negative charge are there in the surface of the RBC and the square shape RBC is there. Okay, so because of that negative charge, this RBC are pile of one of the other. Reversible phenomenon occur, but it promotes the sedimentation of the RBC. So Rayleigh formation is determined largely by increased level of plasma fibrinogen and globulins, and also ESR that reflects the changes in the plasma proteins that accompany the acute and chronic infections, some tumors and degenerative disease. So in such situation the ESR is increased. So it does not occur in the normal circulation under physiological condition. Okay, so that is about Rayleigh formation. Now we see about ESR. So ESR is a rate at which the RBC settle down when the blood containing the anticoagulant is allowed to stand in the vertically placed tube. So that is ESR. So when blood is placed in the container, blood is taken in the tube containing anticoagulant, so RBC settle down at a rate, okay, in the vertically placed tube, that is ESR. It is measured at the end of 1 hour. So it is expressed in the millimeter at the end of first hour. So the normal value of ESR is, if measured by Westergen's method. Westergen's is a pipette, okay, in which the blood is filled and ESR is measured at the end of 1 hour. So in the male, by Westergen's method, ESR value is male is 3 to 7 millimeter at the end of 1 hour, and female is 5 to 9 millimeter at the end of 1 hour. So this ESR is most useful prognostic test. Okay, it does not give you any idea about any diagnosis, so it does not have any diagnostic role, but it is prognostic test. So which are the factors which affect the ESR? Rayleigh formation that increase the ESR, size of RBC. So if size of RBC increase, then ESR increase. Number of RBC If RBC number decrease, then ESR increase, and if RBC number increase, then ESR is decrease. Viscosity, viscosity of blood is decreased, then ESR is increased. In anemia, viscosity is less, so ESR increase. Okay, so these are the factors: Rayleigh-Swarmy size of RBC, number of RBC, and viscosity of blood that affect the ESR. Physiological variation in the ESR. So age, ESR is less in the infants and old age as compared to young adults. Sex is greater in the female than in the male. In menstruation, the ESR is increased. Pregnancy, it increases from third month to parturition. So these are the physiological variation in the ESR. Pathological variation in the ESR. So it increases in the tuberculosis, malignancy, chronic infection, and all types of anemia. Except sickle cell anemia, it does not increase. A decrease in the polycythemia, low fibrinogen level, and sickle cell anemia. This is in the condition in which the ESR is decreased. Okay, so these are the conditions in which ESR increase or decrease. Significant, ESR is non-significant for particular disease, but it is used as an indicator of inflammation. So if any chronic disease is there and treatment is continued for that disease, so to evaluate that treatment, ESR is significant, and to follow the course of certain inflammatory process. So methods by which ESR is measured. So cited or ADTA, anticoagulated blood, is used. Method, mostly Westergen's method is used. Winthrop's methods by which you can measure the ESR. Second is the automatic method. Westergen's method, in which blood is drawn into Westergen's pipette up to 200 millimeter mark. Tube is placed in the rack in the vertically position for 1 hour at the room temperature, at which time the distance from the lowest point of the surface meniscus to the upper limit of the RBC sediment is measured. Then after 1 hour, distance of fall of the erythrocyte is expressed as a millimeter in the 1 hour is measured. It is the ESR, erythrocyte sedimentation rate. So blood is taken in the Westergen's pipette up to 200 millimeter mark. Tube is placed in the vertically placed tube for 1 hour. At the time, distance from the lowest point of the surface meniscus to the upper limit of RBC sediment measured. Distance of fall of erythrocyte expressed as a millimeter in the 1 hour, that is ESR. So this is the Westergen's pipette and is 10. Okay. Marking is from 0 to 200 millimeter. Winthrop's method is preferably similar, except that Winthrop tube is very small in diameter than the Westergen's pipette and only 100 millimeter long. The shorter column makes this method less sensitive than Westergen's method because the maximal possible abnormal value is lower. So that is Winthrop's method. So in practical, you can see this Winthrop's tube with stand, okay, and Westergen's pipette with the stand. Okay, so you can see in the first figure there is we place the blood in the Westergen's pipette containing anticoagulant. Okay, so at the end of 1 hour, you can see red cell has settled, leaving the plasma at the top of the bead. Reading is 18 millimeter per hour. So that reading you have to measure this 1 hour. So here ESR is 18 mm per hour. Reference range: Westergen's method, male 3 to 7 millimeter per hour, female is 5 to 9 millimeter per hour. And Winthrop's method, male is 0 to 9 millimeter per hour and female is 0 to 20 millimeter per hour. Okay, so this end of this topic: ESR, PCV, pixel volume, and ESR. Okay, thank you.